How'd everybody like the movie? Glad you guys enjoyed it. Glad you guys had a good time. And we're going to answer some questions here today.
So we'll go in, and Marty, can you tell us like a behind the scenes thing that you guys that really people might not know about with Sandlot?
Yeah, so we had a lot of fun things happen. Obviously, James Earl Jones is in the movie, and so one day my mom said, "Hey, I'm gonna take you to meet Darth Vader," and I said, "Yeah, right, Mom." So she walked me in the back. He was sitting there eating a bowl of oatmeal, and I go, "Are you Darth Vader?" He goes, "No, I'm your father." So that was cool. And yeah, we just had a lot of good, it was like summer camp filming that movie. We filmed it for 3 months in Glendale, Utah, which actually looks like Pacoima back in the 60s. So everybody thinks that's Los Angeles. It was actually Glendale, Utah. And yeah, we just did a lot of fun things, hung out after. The scene where I actually go, ho, ho, we actually used to tell your mama jokes. And so after every time they would tell your mom a joke, I would go, ho! And the director, David Mackey Evans, said, "Wait, do that again?" And I did it. He goes, "We're going to use that." So a lot of the things we did were improv. When Ham is saying all the lines where he's like, "Hey, is that your sister out in the left field naked?" A lot of that stuff we just came up with. So, yeah.
So it was filmed in Utah. So one cool fact is that's a historical site now. So
Yes.
They can't bulldoze that park down. So if you guys are in that area,
yeah, for the 20th anniversary, there's a plaque on the Sandlot field. It's still there. It's still there in Utah. It still looks almost exactly the same, and it can never be torn down. It's actually owned by the guy that lives in the house in front of it. So if you go there, he might let you in, or he might be like Mr. Myrtle and not let you in. So.
The drugstore's still there.
The drugstore, Vincent Drugs, the pool is still there, and yeah.
So nowadays they really don't do this, but you did your own stunts that movie.
Yes, I was about 30 feet in the air on the crane when I did that. Got the ball back from the beast. And nowadays they would never let a kid do that because he probably might die. But I was literally held up by fiberglass and wires, steel wires, 30 feet in the air, and so that was fun. Yeah.
All right. So what kind of questions do we guys have? Just raise your hand and speak up so Marty can hear you. Yep.
How did you audition or get in this movie?
So when I originally auditioned, I grew up in Northern California, did a lot of theater from 5 to 10. And then when I was about 10, my mom moved me to Los Angeles, and I did 2 commercials before I did Sandlot. And I actually auditioned. Sandlot was like the 3rd thing I auditioned for, but I wasn't getting any roles for like a year. And then I auditioned originally for Bertram's character. And so I got the role of Bertram. I tried out 2 times. I got the role. Then when we were in Los Angeles playing on the field, practicing baseball, the director said, "Come here for a minute." He goes, "You don't really fit the role of Bertram, but you fit a role of Yeah. He's another character in the film. He's a bigger character in the film." He said, "I need you to audition one more time, but I bring a ton of energy." So my mom gave me a giant Hershey's Kiss bar. One of those ones that are like this big.
Mommy, what she was doing.
Yeah. So she's like, "You're going to get a sugar rush before you go in there, and you're going to bring the energy." So I went in there, and by the end of the audition, David Mickey Evans and everybody stood up and started clapping, and I was like, "I'm Yeah." So, yeah.
Another question? Come on, guys.
Don't be shy, guys. I know you got questions. In the back.
Okay. So, what do you do now? Do you just kind of travel for things related to the movie?
Just got back from the army. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, I travel all over with the guys from the movie. We're here with the Ducks this weekend, and we just did a Comic-Con here, and me and the guys did the 25th anniversary, 2018. We went to almost every baseball stadium in the United States. It was Sandlot Day, and it was really crazy because me and the guys hadn't really seen each other, all of us together, for 20-something years. And when we did a lot of these fields, like baseball players would come up like shaking. And we were like, "Dude, you're like Matt Kemp. Like, why are you shaking?" He's like, "Dude, this is surreal. You guys are the reason I played baseball." And like, it's crazy, and it's I'm blessed to film that. It's a great movie, and hopefully you guys pass it down to your kids.
Next question.
In the back again.
Were you close to the cast and like did a lot of stuff with them?
Oh yeah, I love it. I see these guys almost every other week, and you know, after the 25th anniversary is when we really started doing a lot more of these Comic Cons and sports shows, and I love those guys. You know, they're like my brothers. I grew up with them. You know, we fight now as adults, and you know, we do things adults can do now, and it's fun. Yeah.
I got a question. Who was the
Yeah.
best baseball player on the team?
By far, Benny.
Benny?
Oh yeah, Benny was the best.
Who
Yeah.
was the worst?
I can't say that. I'm not gonna call my teammates out, man. Come on. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
All right, next question.
Anybody else got a question?
There you go.
Did you have to learn how to play baseball that well?
Yes, actually, our coach was the Squigman Palidorus, or Squince's grandpa that says forever. That was actually our baseball coach because he was really good at baseball. So he trained us for 3 months, and we weren't that good, but we got really good over the course of training for to play baseball for the movie. And we played on the Field of Dreams actually 2 years ago, and we're still actually pretty good. So
tell us about one deleted scene that didn't make the cut.
okay, I don't like to talk about this scene, but so after originally. There's a scene in the movie. Well, the scene in the movie where I go over the fence and get the ball back. There is a scene that we did after that where I crap my pants, and so the director took bags of dog food and literally put them in. My watch is talking. I'm sorry. We put them in my pants and had me like walk away. And it just looked stupid, and so they cut that out of the movie, which I'm glad because I wouldn't have been in the movie till the end.
Couple more questions. 2 more questions. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I read that they said one of the worst scenes to film was the swimming pool because it was freezing that day.
Yeah, that was by far the coldest pool we've ever been in. Just thinking of that pool now gives me shivers. But when Squints is actually looking at Wendy Peppercorn and his teeth are chattering, they're literally chattering because it's so cold in that pool. Not because he's nervous about Wendy. But he did ask us constantly about doing that scene. The director, he constantly bugged, hey, when am I going to do that scene? When am I going to do that scene? And he messed up the takes numerous times so he could kiss Wendy about 3 or 4 times. So.
All right, one more question, guys. Right here.
So, first time watching it, I felt like I missed out from watching this an extra 20 times in my childhood. Loved it. It was great. It's so many jokes, so many memorable quotes. I mean, my wife's a huge fan. She quotes them often. What's a scene or something that you guys had a hard time getting through because of just laughing so much?
Oh, laughing so much? Oh man, like every scene. Trying to think of a scene that we couldn't get through. I mean, the whole scene where we're like talking to the other team and we're like crap eater, fart liquor, all that stuff. That scene, we're just like, one of us would break down laughing during that scene. Because we said other things that you can't say in like a PG-13 movie, like kids would say as kids, And the director's like, you can't say that in the movie. We all start laughing. And yeah, but I mean, I give the director props. He had to wrangle 9 kids and a bunch of dogs. So,
How many dogs were in the film?
there's 3 dogs that play the beast. And one of the dogs is actually buried, and he has a memorial and a headstone that says Hercules, and it's in Utah. Yeah.
Did they die in the making of the movie?
No. No animals were harmed in the making of this animal.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Marty will be out there doing photo ops and autographs if anybody's interested. And thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for coming down. I'm glad you guys love the movie, and hope it goes on forever.